Okay, so today we're going to dust off my 90-day challenge to
Lillian
self-love.
McDermott show.
Are you ready? Are you ready to love yourself in a way that is healthy? We'll see. Time to dance. Right now I've got to catch up doing all the stuff that didn't do, so here we go. So I've got the recorder on. So Brian, I know you're dancing. Here we go. Got my lucky dragonfly on today.
The Lillian McDermott Show. To reach out to Lillian, visit her on the web at whenyouneedafriend.com. Now let's all learn together. Here's Lillian McDermott.
Hello, my listening friend. It's so nice we can meet each other on the air on this beautiful, best day ever. And for those of you who have been listening to the show for a while now, or for 7 years, or just tuned in about a month ago or a week ago or whatever, welcome back. But if you are new to the Lillian McDermott radio show, I have been waiting for you. So let me tell you that it is my purpose to provide a safe place where you can go to when you need a friend. It is my commitment to provide alternative ways to heal, and it is my mission to make awareness, responsibility, and truth a part of our everyday life. And I hope you, my listening as well as my viewing friends, will feel empowered to embrace a new truth and live the life of your dreams. Now today, everybody that listens today and texts or calls me at 407-373-5959. That's 407-373-5959 will win a copy of my 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. Yeah, I talk about it a little bit, but I don't talk about it enough. And just recently, I've been interviewed by quite a few other radio show hosts, and that's been the interest, the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. Let me tell you, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling numb or disconnected, chances are that you have disconnected to God. Chances are you have disconnected to yourself. I just want to be very clear as to what it is that is causing anxiety and depression. And I am not a therapist, and I don't claim to be. I will tell you, as a life coach, I see this over and over and over again. 7 years worth of shows have taught me something. What has it taught me? It's taught me that whenever I have a topic that I want to do, I get teachers that come in front of me and teach me. And because I'm not the type of person that hoards knowledge or hoards information, I go out there and I teach you. And actually, I'm not teaching, I'm sharing it with you, because I cannot be your teacher unless you're open to learn. So I could be a student. So I love being a student, a curious student of life. And so one of the gifts that I give when you become a subscriber on the Lillian McDermott radio show, which is whenyouneedafriend.com. If you go to whenyouneedafriend.com and you become a subscriber, you will get an eBook. So because some people are driving and it's a lot harder to go on, and it's a two-step process. You have to subscribe, and then you get a confirmation email, and that confirmation email could be in your spam. It could be in your, what's the other one, that bulk mail, which I discovered I have a bulk mail with a bunch of emails that I didn't even know I had. So it could be in a holding pattern. So make sure you confirm that you did subscribe. So here's the deal. If you are feeling depressed, anxious, disconnected to the people around you, if you feel you're not enough, if you feel that your lessons in life have been too difficult and you are in resistance, then it is time to call or text or email me, whatever it is that will work best for you. 407-373-5959. Text me, call me with your email, or the friends or somebody that you know that has agreed that you can subscribe them to, because here we are. We're having a contest, and here's what the contest is. The contest is all about being a friend. August 5th was Friendship Day, or is Friendship Day, depending on when you're listening to the show or when you're thinking. It is on a particular day, August 5th. And so in honor of this date, friendship, and I wrote an article that's today on the Florida Today. It'll be on my website pretty soon. It's called How to Maintain and Encourage Friendships and Nurture Friendships. So today's show is going to be all about how we can regain that self-love that will allow us to be a good friend, because you cannot give what you don't have. And so I want to encourage you to call or text 407-373-5959. That's 407-373-5959. When you do that, you will automatically be registered into my website if you have not registered yet. And then you will get a confirmation email, and that confirmation email will promote or a prompt that you will get the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. So it's time to call 407-373-5959 or text, and we're going to continue our conversation about the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook, because it is our sole purpose in life to give and receive love and knowledge. And we're going to continue this conversation when we return worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. We'll be right here waiting for you. Okay, did I make it, Brian? I think I did. Okay, so for those of you who are watching on YouTube, you're thinking, oh man, the show is already done. This is going to be for the entire month of August. Actually, the contest is the entire month of August. And there is a video, if you go to my YouTube video, which is youtube.com, Lillian McDermott radio show. That would be facebook.com/Lillian McDermott radio show. And there's a 1-minute video of what the contest is all about. And so I want you to be a friend that shares this information. This information is not heard in the majority of the areas that you will listen. You'll listen to music, or if you listen to the news or politics or sports, you won't hear how your body will heal naturally, and what causes depression, what causes anxiety. And so we are going to talk about that today. So with the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook, what we're going to do is we're going to do this contest. This contest, you send all the names of your friends via email at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com. That's LILLY @whenyouneedafriend.com. And so you send all the people who have sent you approval that are friends of yours that you want to share the show. Send me an email with all these people. And the one who has the most friends that confirm to become part of the Lillian McDermott radio show at whenyouneedafriend.com will win 3 free coaching sessions with me. That's 3. So anywhere around the world, we can connect through Zoom, or we can connect through Skype. Whatever it is that you want, we will make it happen. And so if you're on YouTube or watching on Facebook, and this is the first time you stumble upon this video, whenyouneedafriend.com, go ahead and subscribe, or email me at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com and let me know you want to subscribe, and we will make it happen. That good? Okay, Brian, how much time do we have left? Oh my gosh. How do I do it? I don't know. I don't know, Lily. How do you do it? Morning calisthenics. It's the morning calisthenics.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
So in 2015, I was doing a show with one of my first original sponsors, Dr. David Baker Hargrove. And the show was on loving yourself, self-love. And that week, I had received so many emails, calls, texts. It was a theme of depression, anxiety, being in resistance, not being happy. And so I was talking to Dr. David Baker Hargrove, and I said to him, I just don't understand. What is this all about? I understand there is sadness, and I understand that there is, depression, and people are angry or whatever it is to the circumstances of their past. But I'm getting more and more and more this happening to me, where I'm getting all these people telling me how sad they are. And that's when Dr. David Baker Hargrove said, Lily, when you are depressed or anxious, you have lost your connection to self. And there you go. And so I made a commitment as a life coach to work every week and do this 90. It's turned out to be just a thought. And so I created this 90-day challenge to self-love ebook in 2015. Well, just recently, there's been a renewed interest because more and more each day, we have got to give ourselves what we want to give or what we want others to give us and what we want to give others. But if you don't have it for yourself, how do you give? How do you give money or write a check from an account that doesn't have enough money? What would happen if you would write a check for $1,000 and you have $850 in the bank? You would overdraw. And this is what happens to our life. We give to our children, we give to our spouses, we give to our families, we give to our friends, we give to our bosses, our co-workers, people that don't even matter to us, that we don't even know. We give to them too. But we forget to give to ourselves. So how do we do that? How do we reconnect with ourselves? How do we connect with our spirit? So today, everybody who's listening will get a copy of the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. But here's the thing. You got to do something for it. Excuse me. I've got a little tickle in my throat. Let me take a little bit of a sip and I will be right back. Hold on. Oh yeah, I had to clear my throat and I wanted to spare you all the gory detail. Okay. So if you call or text 407-373-5959, that's 407-373-5959. Sorry, I've got a little tickle in my throat. So, or you can email me at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com. So here's the deal. Excuse me, I'm like coughing here. Okay, so here's the deal. When you call or text me, send me your email address. And I will get that for you. I will get I will register you onto the site. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is not good. When you are the host and you're the only guest and you have a little coughing fit, not a good thing. But we're going to make it good. Okay, so the 90-day challenge of self-love was created because I wanted to give back what I had learned through all the years. Dr. David Baker Hargrove, who's a psychiatrist, he specializes in gay, lesbian, transgender, and bisexual. And that's his specialty, but he is a psychologist. He is a psychologist to everybody, not just to the LGBTQ community. And he's a wonderful guy. And so he supervised me. Basically, he just allowed me to do this and looked at it and said, yeah, that's good. No, that's not good. I don't know about this. So primarily he said, everything's good. So it made sense to him. Okay, so then that's when we created the book. So here's what the first 25 days is all about. So the first 25 days is about writing a list of 25 people who have made an impact in your life. And you can get this book by becoming a subscriber. And if you don't have time to subscribe, I can subscribe to you. for you. And then you can confirm the email that you receive. And then you'll get this book. So the first 25 days, you are going to list all the people who've made a difference in your life. These are teachers that have taught you how to be and how not to be. Either way, they are your teachers. And that is so important. Now, if these people, as you write this list of 25, that's your first day, you are going to call each and every one of them. Now, I know some people will teach you how not to be, and you may not want to call them because you have decided to eliminate them from your life. Or maybe they're no longer with you. Maybe it's a grandparent that was a very influential person in your life. Maybe they're no longer there. So for those people that you choose not to call back, you can write a letter of thanks, a letter of saying, you know, I didn't like this at the time. These are the lessons that I learned. And so you can write this love letter. And what I did as an example many, many years ago is that I not only called everybody to thank them, but I wrote a little bio and I posted it in a website, a Facebook group page that we created for everybody who wanted to go through this process with me. And you know what? That first 25 days was really, really good. It was really good because I was able to go back and thank people that I didn't even realize made a difference. And I remember thanking 2 people that I learned what not to do. Love these people, but I learned what not to do from them. And you know, when I called them up, I didn't have to tell them I learned what not to do because of you. But I did tell them I wanted to thank them for becoming a huge teacher in my life. And you know, they were thrilled. Even though they didn't know what the motivation behind it, that what I did learn, they didn't even ask me what it was that they felt that I learned from them, or that I felt I learned from them. They didn't even ask me. That was part of the reason why they were teachers of what not to do. You need to care about other people, but you need to care for yourself as well. So caring for yourself is important, but caring for the other person in front of you is important too. But I learned what not to do from them, but still they were a teacher. So that was the first 25 days. You write this list, then you call people. And if you couldn't call them, then you write a letter. Like I wrote a letter to my ex-husband. He taught me what not to do. And he taught me what to do. He gave me 2 beautiful kids. And excuse me. And so I was able to write this love letter because I was not able to reach out to him. So that gives you an idea of what to do. That's the first 25 days of the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. And then after that, you focus on resentments. And then after that, you focus on acceptance. And then after that, you write down the things you reject about yourself and that you like about yourself. So every day you're doing something. And then as I was creating this ebook, people were going through this with me on a weekly basis. So if you're interested in getting a copy of this ebook, then you have to subscribe. This is my gift to you, and this is your way of helping me get more people, more members to become subscribers on my website. So when I talk about acceptance and when I talk about resentments, those 2 things can create division and distance. So the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook, how do you connect with yourself? Part of who you are all the people who have impacted you. And if you are trying to reject these people in your mind or disqualify the lessons that you've learned, someone said this, I think it was Teal Swan who said, that's PTSD. It's a disassociation. And she believes that PTSD, the treatment for PTSD, which is to disassociate with that memory, causes depression. That we should go towards whatever it is that is affecting us in our life that we don't even know. And by writing this list of 25 people, it might be able to help you understand a little bit more of what it is that you are rejecting about yourself. So as you connect with these teachers in your life, you also start to accept these things about your life. So how do we deal with acceptance? So here's the thing about acceptance. Many of us use these I am. I am tired. I am fearful. I am depressed. I am anxious. So, and figuring out what it is that you are saying to yourself, the way that you shift it, and this is something that we do as we go on in the next 30 days of the 90-day challenge. So you have the first 30 days, and now we're going into the second 30 days. You rewrite the I ams. So instead of saying I am tired, you write down all the things that you believe you are. And then you shift it. So you say, I am alive, or I am well, I am rejuvenated, whatever it is that will change that I am from being tired, which weakens you, to I am rejuvenated. I am in the process of awakening. Whatever it is that you want to say, and however you want to say it, it will increase your it'll increase your immune system. It'll increase it so that you can fight people's germs. And so the I am positive, I am negative will have different connotations in your body. That'll have different effects in your body. So if you say I'm fearful, then the opposite to that, which you can accept, is I am fearless. I am depressed. You can say I am optimistic. I am anxious. I can say I am excited. Either way, it promotes a different kind of energy in your body. So this is just a little bit of sampling of what the 90-day challenge ebook, self-love ebook is all about. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling whatever it is that you're feeling, it's okay. But it's not going to go away unless you do something about it. Could it be that you have disconnected to self? I remember one time my husband and I were coming back from a glorious day. And this was after I started working on myself. And I remember just walking by with holding his hand. And I said, I just don't feel connected to you. And he said, honey, I understand you are busy. And it takes us a couple of days when we're on vacation to kind of reconnect with one another. But that's not what I meant. I meant I didn't feel connected to him. And thank God he took it in a wonderful way, or else that would have been an argument. But what I learned about that was that I was not connected to me. And so with doing this book, which I want to encourage you to call or text me your email address, and I'll register you so that you can get the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. So if you're listening to me now or you're listening to me later, it is yours. And all you need to do is send me your email address, and then I'll tell you about the contest that we're doing for friendship contests when we return worldwide at whenyounneedafriend.com, and call 407-373-5959 or text, and we'll be right here waiting for you worldwide at whenyounneedafriend.com. Okay, so since we're going to have Del Billis from Liberty Health Share joining us pretty soon, I just wanted to make sure that I went over some of the other stuff. And Brian, how much time do we have on this on the off the air? Oh, and there's Del. Hey, Del.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to recap a little bit about my 90-day challenge to self-love ebook, and then I will connect with you as well. So with the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook, we're going to go through and identify every aspect of our life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we're going to embrace it. So here's a little secret that I don't know if I'll have time to talk about on the air. So on the air, here is, this is what I need for you to know, that when you are not connected to yourself, all these things happen. Depression, anxiety, things break apart in your house. Your life is trying to get your attention. So here's a little thing that you need to know. The moment that you say yes to yourself, that's the moment you start healing. So here's the thing. You can focus on your body. But if you don't focus on your mind and your spirit, the thoughts in your head, what's happening in your life, then it's going to be very expensive to fix your body. Think about that for a second. Every disease has an emotional component. Every disease has an emotional component. So with that emotional component, what you need to know is that once you release whatever it is inside of you that's been festering in your life, that's been manifesting in your life, whenever you are able to release that, then your body will start to respond. It will start to respond. And then when you try to heal your body, work out, go to the doctor, try to figure out what are different ways to heal your body, it'll be a lot cheaper. It'll be a lot cheaper because if everything starts with emotional trauma or an emotional perception, whatever you're perceiving will go and record into your white blood cell. Now it's there and it's festering and it's now saying, hey, we need some attention here. And if you're not in alignment with your brain and your body, what's going to happen is your body's going to say, I know that you want to deal with something. You don't want to deal with something, but the brain is sending me signals. I'm not going to deal with it. And the body's saying, oh yeah, the body's going to protect you. The body's going to say, you need to deal with it because I know it's stored in the body. And what happens is the body eventually says, okay, fine. You don't want to deal with pain? Here, boom. I'm going to pull out your back. You're going to feel pain in a different way. And that will continue to happen until you deal with the issues that you're trying to ignore. So the body will not forget what the brain is trying to neglect. This is crucial. If you're feeling depression, anxiety, if you're feeling disconnected to the people around you, do you feel like you're a loner? That's because you have to connect with the creator within you. That's you. You and the creator are one. And so when you connect with that, magic. And here we go. So Del, let me go finish up the segment and then we'll bring you in and we'll talk about whatever you want.
Sounds great.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott radio show where you can hear us worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. I am your host, Lillian McDermott, and today we're talking about my 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. I am giving it away. Every time you become a subscriber, you get this copy. So if you have friends, if you have people that would love this, or if you're driving right now and you don't have the time to subscribe, send me a text, call me with your email address, and I will register you onto the website. That's whenyouneedafriend.com. And so when you do that, and we're doing a contest as well, and I'll tell you about the contest. If you go to whenyouneedafriend.com or my Facebook page or all that, you'll find out about the contest. But send me an email with all the people that said they want to be subscribed, not just you, but share this show with everybody. And then you send me an email at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com with all the people that you're going to add to my website. So with that in mind, once you do that, I'll register them. They must confirm. Once they confirm, then I will send them the 90-day challenge, the welcome letter, the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. Because if you think fixing your body is going to be enough, it's not going to do it. It's a mind, body, spirit approach to healing. And once you fix the emotional side of whatever is happening to you, then the body will heal faster and cheaply. Because there's not enough money. There is not enough money to heal your body when you're unwilling to heal the past hurts in your life. Whether you believe it or not, if you don't believe it, that's okay. Move on. Because when you're ready, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, not a second too soon. And I have had such wonderful teachers, and that's what we talk about at whenyouneedafriend.com. We talk about taking 100% responsibility for our lives, taking our past traumas, and finding the purpose on them. So I want to encourage you to go to whenyouneedafriend.com, become a subscriber, Also subscribe to YouTube, and that's youtube.com/Lillian McDermott Radio Show. Hey, they gave me the URL or whatever that's called. So it's kind of long, or you can just go to my website at whenyounneedafriend.com and click on the YouTube link, and then it'll take you right there. You don't have to worry about it anymore. And so while you're at whenyounneedafriend.com becoming a subscriber, play around, like me on social media, like me on all the podcast channels, wherever it is that you prefer. But most importantly, while you're there, I want to make sure that you go to my sponsors page, because without my sponsors, this show would not happen. Without the generosity of our sponsors, you are listening to free programming. Isn't that cool? But it's not just about being a taker. It's about being a giver too. So I ask you to go to my sponsors page and check out how my sponsors that are making a difference for the show, and try to make a difference with them the way that they are support them the way they're supporting the show. And so if you want a copy of my 90-day challenge to self-love ebook, simple. Just subscribe or email me, call me 407-373-5959, and I'll subscribe you. And then you need to confirm the email saying that, yeah, you intended to do that. And so today I was talking a little bit about the book, the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook, and how it starts. But the whole point of the book is to have you reconnect with that person that is within you. And once you connect with that person that's within you, who is also the creator who created you, then the body will start healing itself. It'll be a lot easier to heal the body. And so we get rid of all this garbage. Are you ready to get rid of the garbage? Call 407-373-5959. And here to always help get rid of garbage and to speak a truth and to be able to say to you, you know what? We are all one. We are all one. And what I love about my sponsor, Liberty Health Share, is that they promote that unique oneness, Yeah, that sounds like an oxymoron, right? No, we are uniquely one. And so with Liberty Health Share, you can exercise your freedom to how it is you want to be that unique one, how it is that you want to receive your health care. You don't no longer have to do whatever someone else tells you to do. You can work with the group of like-minded people to promote what it is that you want. And I am excited that the founder and chairman of Liberty Health Share is here to share what is new in the healthcare industry. Welcome, Del Billis, to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show.
Lillian, it's such a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for the invitation.
So share what is going on in the healthcare industry. Last time you talked about how the gag rule with the pharmacy, and now catch us up with what else is going on.
If I may, before I launch into the overall healthcare arena,
yes,
I just simply have to reinforce what you've been teaching and sharing this morning.
Thank you.
That we are far more than just simply a physical being. We are both emotional and spiritual and physical.
Yes.
And when I think about the uniqueness of healthcare cost sharing and how it creates an additional support system when we are going through those significant crises in our lives, it addresses this area that you're speaking about. That is, we're about way more than just simply paying the bill. Now, that's important. Yeah. I have a great number of convictions regarding how costs should be both contained and addressed in healthcare. But we are creating a support system for one another during those times of crisis, so that whenever I have a bill, the members that support and aid me in paying that bill also provide messages of cheer, of encouragement, of prayer And so it creates an add-on support system beyond my immediate family and my immediate friends and my healthcare advisor dealing with those healthcare costs. It's a solution about healthcare costs that has a totality in its orientation, that we're addressing all three parts of our being. That is critical, and it's why healthcare sharing stands apart in the entire ethos of healthcare, because we're not dealing only with the costs, but about the totality of the person. And I just had to reinforce, Lillian, what you've just been teaching and sharing, because that is a significant feature of healthcare sharing with Liberty Health Share.
You know, it's interesting because most people want to heal their body, but they're not willing to do the work. They just want a pill to help them heal the body. There's not a pill that would help them heal the body better than eating well, but there's more than just eating well. There's that emotional component. And what I loved about, something as simple as making a choice to join a community of like-minded people that will help support me with my medical expenses. Making that simple choice, how it freed me and gave me that empowerment to say, you know what, I don't want to go to take I don't want to go to this particular doctor. I want to go to a chiropractor, or that's an upper cervical chiropractor, or I want to go to an acupuncturist, or I want to go to a naturopath that will support the lifestyle that I want, the lifestyle that I've been promoting. And what I love with Liberty Health Share is that you have listened to the people and you have said, you know what, we're not going to do the traditional stuff. If you want to be healthy, you share with us how it is that you want to be healthy, and we will support it. We'll bring it to the board. We'll make it happen. And now I can choose that for myself. Brilliant, Dale.
Well, as you pointed out, those are all methodologies of healing.
Yeah.
And we're not dictating to the individual as to how to care for their health. We want to empower. We want to create opportunities for expression of choices and options and promote freedom. Yeah. And that's really what's missing so dramatically in today's healthcare world. And we began our conversation talking about what are those trends that we're currently seeing in the healthcare arena. And we're really seeing a competition of two ideologies regarding healthcare. The first is a top-down, centrally planned, or government-controlled healthcare arrangement where people are potentially cared for, but cared for by Big Brother government. That is a discussion that is going on in our community across the nation on a national scale, conversing about whether or not that should be an option for us versus what we have engaged in and is a part of our tradition as Americans, to be self-determined, to have the freedom to make our own choices. Those two ideologies are in a great clash, and we'll determine how that ends up.
Okay, well, that is awesome. And for those of you who want to learn more about Liberty Health Share, you can go to libertyhealthshare.org, or you can call 855-58-LIBERTY. And we're going to continue our conversation with Del Billis when we return worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. We'll be right here waiting for you. Good job, Dale. You know, it is amazing how something as simple as choosing how I want to heal will change my healing.
Oh, yes.
Will change just the choice, because people that have the only choice of chemotherapy, the traditional insurance will say you can only do chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. If God forbid, that would ever happen to me, that I would have to make that choice, I could not choose that for myself. I would want to do something more holistic. I know enough about my body to say, Dale, I want to call Liberty Health Share and say, what are my options? I'm doing already the nutrition, and I would like to do infused vitamin C, or I would like to do, will you guys support me? What do you guys do, Dale?
Well, we give you the option and give you the choice because I think that's really what is central to the tradition of healthcare in America, is really empowering the individual patient so that it is customer-controlled healthcare, not dictated choices by a centralized authority somewhere.
Yeah. Well, that's great, and I love, and I told you already that whenever I get these bills, I call Liberty Health Share, and your team helps me beyond what anybody. You guys even called me after the hurricanes to make sure I was okay. I'm like, who does that? What insurance does that? And that happens. So for those of you who are watching YouTube and you're going, this sounds too good to be true. It's not. This is real. I've been a member for 2 years. As a matter of fact, I reached out to Liberty Health Share. They didn't come after me. I went after them because I had already been a member for a year. And I thought, before I bring them as a sponsor, I want to try it out. And it's been the best decision I've ever made when it comes to insurance and healthcare. So thank you, Dale.
Thank you.
And I'd like to talk about the costs and what it looks like for someone to become a member, because there's been a rate change, and the rate change will take effect when? When is that?
Here in the month of August.
In the month of August. So in the month of August, we're going to have a hike of
$50 of share amount.
And I was just going to say that even though there's been a change, it's still much cheaper option than any option I was given in the past. So I'm grateful that you guys held off 5 years to do this. But I would like to talk. How much time do we have, Brian, to go before we go back? 20 seconds. Okay. So I would love to talk about how do you register, who's able to, and when we get back. Okay.
Sure. Let's do it.
Yes. Okay. And you doing okay?
I'm doing great. Thank
you. Look great. You really do. Every time I see you, I think I like this new role for you.
Well, I'm enjoying it immensely, I can tell you.
I can see it. You don't have to say it. You can see it. Here we go. Time to dance, Dale. I don't think we've danced before. You can count on me. I'll be right here waiting for you. Had a little coughing fit at the beginning of the show.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show. We always learn and grow with one another. Today, I have been talking about the 90-Day Challenge to Self-Love ebook. So if you're depressed, if you're anxious, if you're feeling disconnected, if you feel like you're a loner, it's time to reconnect with your spirit. It is time. And so the way you do that is to become a subscriber. If you don't have time to become a subscriber at whenyouneedafriend.com, then you can text or call me at 407-373-5959, and I will register you at whenyouneedafriend.com. And not only that, you will just receive a confirmation email saying that you want to become a subscriber, and you say yes, and then you'll get the 90-Day Challenge to Self-Love ebook, and that is free for everybody, whether you're listening to me now or listening to me later or watching me on YouTube. They can call me or email me or at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com. So off the air and on the air, we're talking to Dale Billis. He's the founder and chairman of Liberty Health Share. Love, love, love Liberty Health Share. And you will too. This is something that you have to kind of like seriously consider, because it took me a while, but I've been a member for 2 years. And you can learn a little bit more by going to libertyhealthshare.org. That's libertyhealthshare.org. Or you can go to 855-58-LIBERTY. And that translates to 855-585-4237. So Dale Billis is the founder and chairman of Liberty Health Share. And you have been coming on the show twice a month to share the good news of how we can exercise our freedom. So how do we do this, Dale? What does it look like for us if we're tuning in for the first time and saying, I'd like to learn a little bit more and maybe try this out? How does it look like?
Well, Lillian, I am grateful that you were very thoughtful and deliberate in terms of your decision to join Liberty Health Share.
Yes.
The reason being, we've been taught in America that there's only one way to meet healthcare costs,
Correct.
and that's through insurance. Insurance is what I regard as a third-party pay system. That is, I take my money, I send it away to an insurance company in the form of a premium. They receive it. Now it's their dollars. And they're making choices and decisions not only about my health, but also decisions about how to spend that money. I'm isolated from the costs. I don't even know what the expenses are. I never see a bill. I have no motivation to control those expenses. In fact, in the industry, it's referred to as a moral hazard. That means when somebody else is paying the bill, my tendency is to overspend, is to overconsume, is to simply develop an attitude that says, if somebody else is paying for it, that I just simply want to be taken care of. I don't care what the costs are. That occurs all day, every day in the insurance world. Liberty Health Share has totally broken away from that third-party pay system, and instead, it's your money, it's my money, it's the money coming out of our individual members' pockets, paying for the costs that we incur whenever we care for our health. So when I step up to the counter with my ID card and say, I'm a self-pay patient, I'm responsible for my care, I'm responsible for my costs, but I'm going to meet these expenses in association with my healthcare sharing ministry members. Send the bill to the address that's here on the card. We receive that on behalf of the member, process it. It shows up in the individual member online account. We call it our share box. And then a sufficient number of members, based upon our monthly share amount, is matched to that expense, kind of like crowdfunding, but it is matched to that expense. We cut the check out of that receiving member's account directly to the doctors and hospitals. And using that methodology, we're sharing upwards to $25 million of medical bills every month. Now, you asked, Lillian, number one, what are the costs associated with participating? And how do we go about it? Every month, we ask our members to set aside a predetermined share amount, and it's different based upon household size. So a single would set aside $2.99, a couple would be $3.99, a family of three or more, we don't count more than three, so mom, dad, and all kids, would be $5.29. That money goes into a secure online account that I referred to as our share box, and then it's matched to another member with medical bills. Now, here's the community part that we were talking about earlier. When I transparently, openly see my dollars move from my account to theirs, and I can message them at the same time with cheer, with encouragement, with prayer, with support, and like a true support community, we connect with each other during some of the biggest crises of our lives. In fact, I've got a quick story to tell you if we have a chance to do so. And he's given permission for me to share that story.
Right.
His name is Matt. He lives here in northeastern Ohio. And he contracted, in fact, when he went to the doctor, he had back pain, discovered that he had stage 4 lung cancer. And because of the freedom that we enable our individual members to exercise, he was able to find both naturopathic and other treatments that were very cutting edge, that addressed his particular type of cancer, reduced that tumor to the size of a pea.
Wow.
It was astonishing, the success of that. Now, not always does cancer behave the way we'd like for it to, Suddenly it came roaring back, metastasized. It's now gone into his spine, into his brain, and he's now under a different regimen of treatment, seeing great success. But there has been created for him, because he asked for it, an entire prayer network across the nation praying for Matt. He just sent me an email yesterday saying how well he's doing, even though he's faced with potentially a terminal illness. His sense of well-being, emotional empowerment, and strength, along with his growing physical recovery, is astonishing. He's not supposed to be here. Yeah. And yet the combination of all those things has brought about this healing trajectory. And it's absolutely thrilling to me, Lillian.
I think that's a great story. I'm glad you shared it, because nobody is chemotherapy deficient. And especially if you are allergic to chemotherapy and you know that this is the test that shows, and you have a roadmap, you have all the testing done, you know exactly what will work in your body. It's great that I love stories like this, because what people don't know is that even if they go with the conventional insurance, the commercial insurance, you still have out-of-pocket expenses that are much greater than the out-of-pocket expenses for treating cancer naturally. So that's something that people don't know. And so I
just want to emphasize that what we at Liberty Health Share want to be sure we engage in is giving options and choices and opportunities.
Perfect. Yes.
Individual customer.
Correct.
It's their health.
That's right. That's right. And if they want to do chemotherapy because they're not allergic to it and they want to try that, it's up to them. But here's the thing. You had talked about crowdfunding, but this is Affordable Care Act exempt. And for those of you who need to know that it's $1 million per incident. So it's better than crowdfunding, because you have you have people who are there for you, but you also have Liberty Health Share standing tall behind you as well. And for those of you who want to learn more about exercising your freedom, you can go to 855-58-LIBERTY or libertyhealthshare.org. Dale Billis, there's never enough time. We need to do an entire show with Dale Billis. Thank you so much for being a wonderful
It is such
sponsor.
A pleasure and honor. Thank you. God bless.
Yes. And to you, my listening friend, call or text or email me. And let's start this conversation of connection to spirit. It is a mind, body, spirit approach to healing. No matter what disease it is, you deserve to heal, and so will your body once you give yourself permission. This is Lillian McDermott wishing you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever. Good job. Good job. You know, I love the fact, Dale, that you also, because I am all about holistic. Yes. And Liberty Health Share is not necessarily about holistic. Liberty Health Share is about the individual choice, the empowerment to make an informed choice. Yes. That's what you guys are about. Yes. But in my brain, I translate it to, oh man, if anything were to happen to me, I would be able to choose a holistic option. Yes. Which I know you guys embrace and support. So that's wonderful, wonderful. And I know that you probably have another place that you need to go to.
Right now at 9 o'clock.
Okay, you go. And have a good day.
Blessings on you. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm going to continue talking a little bit about the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook and the contest. If you're still listening and you want to learn a little bit more about the contest, here's what you need to know. So if you write me an email, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or wherever it is that you're watching, if you write me an email, this email will contain all the different people that you call friends. Now, finding a good friend to turn to is crucial. It is so crucial to find a good friend, especially when you're in need or even when you're going through good times. It's so important to love yourself, but when you have a good friend to turn to, it is that validates you and makes you feel good about even more about yourself. That's wonderful too. But there's a lot of friends out there that hoard information. They don't tell you where to go get the sales. They don't tell you the latest in technology. They just go buy it themselves and then they flash it to you like, oh, look what I did. That's not a friend. And so what I want to encourage you is to become the kind of friend that is a giving friend, not just a taking friend. So by giving, this is what you do. You call your friends and say, hey, I'm entering this contest. I want to have 3 free coaching sessions because I deserve it. I want it. I can't afford it. Maybe I can't afford it, but I just want to try these 3 sessions out with her. Well, if that's what you want, this is how you do it. Call all your friends, get their approval, send me an email with all the people that you want me to subscribe. We will subscribe the people on this email, from the email, and they will get, excuse me, they will get a confirmation email saying that they will confirm at whenyouneedafriend.com. So we will send them an email, and once they confirm and they become registered, we'll send them an email with the 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. Do it together. Do it together, the 90-day challenge to self-love. Be a support to one another, or you have me to be your support. So that is part of the contest. So not just sending the email, but actually we will cross-reference all the people that have confirmed from your list. So with that in mind, we also have posted this on social media. So like social media, share it with your friends. We want to create something different for the show. And I need you. I need my friends, my listening, my viewing friends to help me out. So this is where you've been receiving this information on a daily basis. And now it's time for you. Now it's time for me to receive. This is how you can help me. And so if you can be a part of the growth of the show, I would love it. So it's not just sending me the email with all these people. And even if you've already registered and you already have people, write down the name and I can just verify it real quick. It's not a big deal. And then once we verify these names, then we put you in the running. Whoever has the most friends join the whenyouneedafriend.com website, they will win 3 coaching sessions with me. So what are you waiting for? It's time. And I am coughing. I don't know what's going on with me. So you notice that there's a little pause there. It's because I had a little tickle in my throat today. What does that mean? I may need to do some meditation about this. What is causing me the tickle in my throat? I need to speak my truth, huh? Okay, so I hope you join me, and I look forward to our next conversation. See ya.